Can you tell us how to find the right mentor and your path to success? How to find the right mentor?
Mm. Well, mentorship. I'm a big believer in mentorship. There are different ways that you can get a mentor, and thankfully, social media and technology has made it even so much easier and faster right now for you to get a mentor. You can find mentors on LinkedIn, through networking events, through referrals, and of course through programs like Dream Mentorship. So I got Dream Mentorship. If you're not familiar with Dream Mentorship, it's a nonprofit that provides mentorship to women from different places: US, Africa, Asia, wherever you are. You literally can log in and be a part of our mentoring program and get paired with a mentor. So that's the easiest way. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to be a part of the Dream Mentorship community. The next thing that I want to say, I want to speak more directly, personally, for people, especially for introverts who are shy and don't know where to begin. Honestly, I would tell you to first of all to identify someone you look up to, you admire. There's a high chance that that individual is actually looking for someone to mentor. If you admire someone and you hold someone in high regards, um, reach out to them, whether it's a text or an email, and just express your desire, and just reach out to them and say, "Hey, I admire you, and I really love for you to mentor me. Maybe 15 minutes a week, 15 minutes a month." To be honest with you, it's gonna be in a very rare occasion that someone would turn you down. The truth is, many women, especially experienced and women with expertise and experience, they will feel honored that you would even consider them and think of them as a mentor. So I would encourage you today, if there's someone you admire in your church community, at your workplace, or on LinkedIn, reach out to them, send them a private message, and say, "Hey, I admire you." Tell them what you're passionate about, what your dreams are, where you're headed. Give them a little bit of insight as to why you would want them to mentor you, and then see how that unfolds. Naturally, they will be the one leading you. And if for any reason the person says no, not at this time, it's possible that they're just busy, and not necessarily because you're a bad person and they don't want to mentor you. No, that's not the case. It might just be that their schedule would not allow them to be available in such a way to mentor you at this time. So what you can do is ask them for a referral. If there's someone in their life that they know that will be a good mentor for you, and that can be a great way for you to get quality mentorship, because you can be sure that if this person you admire is referring you to someone else, the chances are there's a high likelihood that they're going to refer you to someone who is their equal, or possibly even of a higher I don't know, a higher honor. I don't know if that's a word. I don't think so. Someone who has more expertise and experience than they do, or someone that they admire themselves, or someone that they see will be a good fit for you. And yeah, I'm sure you absolutely love that. So yeah, this is my CTA to you today. Reach out to that person and see what happens.
I have a input on that. I want to say, is it okay um, if I choose a mentor? If I want to become a preacher,
Mhm.
and I ask someone that's not a preacher, but they're successful in their own way to be my mentor, is that okay?
Absolutely. And the reason is because you can always learn something from somebody. I'll give you an example. There is a particular mentee in our program who wants to start a business. She got paired with someone who is not a business owner but has a lot of experience in leadership, and has been in leadership for over 15 years, leading teams and leading people, and leading groups, and started leadership. In fact, that's this individual's expertise. That's what this individual got her PhD in, is in leadership. Why is this individual paired with someone who wants to start a business? Because this individual can learn a lot about leadership from this person, even though she wants to start a business. And in doing so, and learn about leadership, she will learn how to lead her team eventually once she launches a business. So I say that to say this, that sometimes on the surface, it might look like the person that should be mentoring you should not be the one mentoring you. But the thing about being a mentee is it places you in a place of humility to say, I'm going to humble myself and see what I can learn. And that's really what mentorship is. Not necessarily what I can get out of this person. Oh, I'm going to be, I want this person to mentor me so to teach me how to be a preacher or be, plant a church or, going with your example. But a lot of times it's just you putting yourself in a place of humility and saying, you know what? You got something to teach me. I am teachable and I'm going to learn from you, whatever that is. It might be a tone of voice. It might be an idea that you never thought about. It can be anything. So just being open to learning is the first step, rather than focusing too much on the skills and the expertise of the mentor. And I say this all the time. Age is just a number. So sometimes your mentor might not even be older than you. That's another one that comes up. People always think that their mentors have to be older than them, but a lot of times mentorship is a two-way street. You gotta want it, and the person mentoring also gotta want it. So you have to be able to say what when you sit there as a mentee, even though you're learning and getting knowledge and information from your mentor, you also have to think about how you're adding value to your mentor. So that's a long answer to your question, but I really think it's important that people recognize that you have to be humble. You have to be at a place where you're willing to receive information, expertise, criticism, which is important in mentorship, constructive feedback. And sometimes it's not fun. Yeah, that's the difference between mentorship and some other terminologies that are used in the world of counseling, coaching, training, all of that. Because mentorship sometimes, yes, they're your best cheerleaders. They're the ones encouraging you, lifting you up. But sometimes it's just people who are gonna say, "Hey, look, you're not doing this thing right," and they have to be the ones to help you, um, you know, kind of U-turn sometimes, and that hurts. That's not fun. And so yeah, I think yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna stop right there because yeah, I believe in mentorship is key. Thanks for watching. I hope you got some really good germs out of today's conversation. Please do subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye.